Alright guys, figure I'd do another one here while it's on my mind. This is about fucking driving them scooters. Alright, so I tell you, it's yeah, I know I need to quit smoking. It's the number one mode of transportation around here, the scooters. They're very efficient. I tell you what, it's a lot different driving here than driving anywhere else, you know, that I've been driving in or two. You know, when I first got on it, you know, I mean, I've been dragging my feet. I was dragging my feet again one, you know. I was a little scared, you know, you know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, it's just, I knew I'd have to have my fucking just, you know, I knew I'd have to be like focused. You know, you know, I don't like to work too hard anymore, guys. I don't like to do any more than I have to, right? And God damn it, I don't want to work too hard to fucking drive. But here, you have to. You can't, man, you put that fucking helmet on and you go. I mean, you know, I take off down here and hit the main road there and boom, you gotta fucking be awake. I mean, I tell you, the first couple times, if you slip 1 minute, you slip 1 second, and don't fucking check your mirrors and look behind you or do either of those, there's somebody right next to you, or there's somebody right on your fucking tail. And when I say next to you guys, they're fucking that far from you, dude. I mean, I'm not lying. They are fucking within a foot from you, on the sides of you, and behind you. And that's just the fucking way it is. I mean, you are fucking, it's just, you're in a pack of bikes. You're in a pack of bikes, and if you're following cars or cars following you, the cars give you quite a bit of distance behind. When I say quite a bit of distance, I'm talking 5-6 feet, guys. And you're fucking, a lot of times you're riding cars about fucking 5 to 6 feet. So you're tailgating people constantly here, and people are tailgating you constantly. But I tell you what, me and my brother-in-law were talking today. He says he thinks there's 4 fucking stoplights in this whole town. That's not very many. That's not very many. And so, so in America, you know, you yield to the right of way. And I was telling my brother-in-law that, and I was explaining to him how that works. And I mean, he understood what I was saying, but he says, yeah, they were never taught that here, and that just, yeah. And I know that doesn't happen here. Basically, when you come out to fucking intersection, so when I hop on the scooter, we live on kind of a, you know, on a side area, side street, whatever. You know, you take the little fucking sidewalk up, go through the little sorry store area where the people hang out, go up over the bridge, boom, you're on a road. I go that road, it's a road, I take a right and I go up to the fucking main, I call it the main street there, I don't know what it is. Rizal Avenue, I think it is. And so there's no stop signs anywhere, guys. There's no fucking stop signs anywhere. There's no stop signs. So you just fucking go up and you don't stop. You don't stop. You just kind of fucking coast up, and if it's clear, you take off. You know, I mean, it's just the way it is. So if you're in a pack, and it's what I like to do, so you'd be driving down a fucking road, you know, and, you know, you're here, you got cars going this way, you got cars going this fucking way, and the cars going this way, there's motorcycles passing on this side, there's motorcycles passing on this way. When there's traffic coming at you, there's traffic coming at you, the fucking motorcycles and the cars will come right at you, and it looks like they're gonna fucking head-on collision, but it just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen, folks. There's a lot of eye communication going on. The horn is your fucking friend. You know, on a scooter or a car, a jeepney, any kind of mode of transportation in the Philippines, your fucking horn is your best friend. It really is. Because you know, when you're fucking, you know, you'll be driving down the road and you'll come across, well, dogs and cats. You fucking beep the horn at them, and them fuckers, they're trained. They know to get off the road. So it works good for them, for the animals. But then people too, you know, a lot of people, some people just don't pay attention. And even if you think they are paying attention, but if you don't make eye contact, and eye contact is important. So when you're driving down the road and you know, you're fucking, you're constantly checking your meals. The theory or the saying, your head on a swivel, yeah, it's more than that, folks. So you're driving down the road and, you know, if people walk right out in fucking front of you, and it's not like in America where people will cross in the fucking intersection and wait for it to be completely clear, then they go. No. The fucking cars and motorcycles are constantly going fucking like this. People are fucking walking out and fucking weaving in and out of those cars. I mean, they're getting a fucking foot, 2 foot from these cars. People walking. And from me, when I'm driving, I mean, people get fucking close to you, whether they're a pedestrian or a fucking another motorcycle or moped or scooter, I mean. There ain't no mopeds over here. But people get fucking close to you. I tell you, if you're a hothead in America, you got fucking road rage, you ain't gonna make it here, folks. You ain't gonna make it. It's a different mentality here. It's a different mentality. You know, I seen one accident. I didn't see it happen, but I seen a couple scooters hit. You know, obviously they ran into each other. They got tangled up, whatever. But they were just sitting there fucking looking at their scooters and fucking, you know, fucking probably just shocked or whatever. They were fine to look like, but I mean, accidents do happen here. Don't get me wrong, they do. But yeah, your fucking horn. What I was saying, though, I'm gonna be all over the fucking place here, guys, because it's just fucking wild. So when you're cruising down the road and people, you know, if there's no eye contact with these pedestrians, you just beep your horn. And they might be on their phone or something or talking to something. You just tap their horn and they look up and then they make eye contact with you, and then you can continue to go straight. Otherwise, if you don't beep your horn, those people are the pedestrians are going to continue to cross the street, and you're coming at them. And if you don't beep your horn, they're going to fucking just keep walking. You're going to hit them, or you're going to have to swerve around them. So you just give them a little beep, 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 or beep. And, you know, nice little courtesy beep. And you beep, and they'll stop, and they'll let you fucking continue on, you know? It's just, that horn is your friend. And eye contact is important. Head movement like this, you know, or like that, you know, whatever. I've been doing a lot of that. I catch on that. That works a lot. I was, you know, I've had some close calls, fucking right. But when I first hopped on that sumbitch, you know, it's a different perspective than riding in the fucking little trice. I told you guys that. But you're cruising along. You gotta, you know, you're cruising along. And if you ain't fucking constantly, you just, you know, you gotta fucking stay focused. You gotta stay focused. I mean, there's no time to fucking lollygag and fucking, you know, drive nuts. There's no time to do this shit. Like, oh, look at that building, or, oh, that's fucking neat, or, oh, wow, look at that. You know, you can't fucking do that here, folks. You get on your fucking scooter or your motorcycle, the goal is to get where the fuck you're going. You know, I like to drive around, but when I drive around, I'm not fucking lollygagging. You know, I'm paying attention to what the fuck's in front of me. If I'm going to lollygag whatever or dilly-dally, I'm fucking way ahead. I'm looking, because that way I can scan the fucking area as I go. I'm not fucking like this. You know, you do this, folks, you know, in your car, you know, you're driving or something, oh, wow, look at that. Or you slow down, like, you know, whoa. You don't do that here. You fucking do that, you're going to fucking run into somebody. Somebody's going to come out, and you know, it just ain't going to fucking happen. You can't do that here. You cannot fucking do that here. You do that, somebody's going to be on your ass, and then Or if you do this, and something's in front, you got to react, and you got to fucking swerve. Well, before you swerve, you better fucking check your mirrors or turn your head. Because 9 times out of 10, before you react, when you react and make that action of fucking swerving, because you weren't paying attention to begin with, 9 times out of 10, there's going to be fucking somebody right beside you. Yeah. And this happened to me the other day. I mean, I wasn't lollygagging, but I mean, in a sense, yes, no, whatever. You know, I was like, oh. And then something happened in front of me, so I went to swerve to go around. Fucking somebody's right beside me. And that guy, luckily, he was paying attention. And when I swerved to go around, he did too. You know, that didn't scare me too bad. What did scare me the other day, though, it was, I don't know, it was daylight. But we're going around these fucking curves in town here. And there's fucking, you can be driving along and there's fucking roads that come in, that tie into your road, whatever. And there's fucking like trees or buildings. There's a lot of blind spots where you can't see that there's actually a road there. You can kind of assume it. You just look at the curbs. And the street names, there's no fucking street names, folks. I mean, if there is, good luck trying to find a street sign. They don't mark a lot of shit around here. So that's another thing that you look for in America that signifies a fucking street as a sign. They don't have that shit here. So you go for landmarks, us guys, we like to landmarks. Okay, I got to turn it Evergreen Salon. I'm not pronouncing that name right, but that's what I call it. Like I told the wife today, I says, I know we turn it Evergreen Salon. She's like, huh? I says, well, that's not what it's called, but that's what I call it because I don't know how to pronounce it. An Agribank or whatever. Anyway, I was fucking, doing this, going up this curvy road, and all of a sudden a fucking scooter comes. It looked like it was jumping. It was a fucking, I'm going up a hill, and he's coming up a steep hill. Couldn't see him at all. And then all of a sudden, boom, there he was. There's a fucking, I didn't even know there's a side street there. That fucking scooter, and he was stopping, but I didn't think he was going to, is what he was doing. It was such a steep hill, I'm sure he had to keep his momentum going. But, or maybe he wasn't, I don't know, maybe he wasn't going to stop. I don't know. I don't care. I didn't freak out on him. It scared me, but I reacted quick. And if he wouldn't have stopped and we would have collided, I would have missed him. Unless he turned into me, because my reaction was good. And I was also getting ready to fucking put my foot out and kick him. Kick his fucking front wheel or kick the body of his bike or something to kick it out of my way. I had a few things going for me there, but I maybe that's a bad idea too. But either way, I was trying to avoid it. I don't ride bikes in America, guys. I don't ride motorcycles no more. But I don't know how you guys do it over there. But, well, you guys, motorcycles, you got your fucking clutch and shit. Scooter, there's no clutch on it. So it's the same principle. You're driving, you kind of hover over that fucking clutch. When I'm driving my scooter, I hover over that fucking front brake. The front brake is fucking, I'm going, and I'm always hovering over. I think I got like fucking 2 or 3 fingers or 4 fingers over that fucking, I think I got it just like this. I got that fucking, that clutch fucking, or not the clutch, the brake lever, the front brake. I got that fucker. I got my thumb around the fucking grip, and I'm fucking, and I'm fucking ready to fucking squeeze that fucker, 98% of the time, I'm using my front brake. And that's stopping me plenty fast, folks. Sure, I could stop a lot quicker with using my back brake too, but I haven't had to do that yet. I've done it a few times just to get the feel for it if I have to. Occasionally I'll do a brake check when there's nobody around. I'll fucking use them both real quick to see, just to do it. But yeah, I'm always hovering over that fucking front brake, dude. Always fucking hovering over it. First thing I always do is clean my fucking mirrors off. I made the mistake of not cleaning my mirrors the one day. And I was fucking, God, that pissed me off. I had to pull over and fucking clean them off. So I'm always cleaning, I make sure my mirrors are clean. But you know, fuck, today we went down to fucking, we're riding to, the family jumped in a fucking, a tricycle. They took off. And then Don and the one daughter, they took off on the bike. And somehow I missed Don. I don't know. I was going to follow him. I missed him. Whatever. No big deal. I knew we were going. We were going to SML. We were going to Jollibee. This is just the night. And so you go up here. You take a left. You go down. Fucking like 2 blocks. Take a right at Kmart gas station. Not Kmart like in America. It's called Kmart though. It's a gas station. Take a right. You go all the way down. And this is during rush hour. Just like in America. It's fucking nuts, dude. Bumper to bumper. And even in this town. And I'm like, well, and it would have taken me fucking probably an hour or something just to sit there in traffic to go literally fucking a mile and a half. If I would have just sat there and followed the fucking cars in front of me. I'm like, this ain't happening. So what my brother-in-law does, and a lot of drivers do, they'll fucking take off left. And they'll fucking go right towards the oncoming traffic. You know? And the traffic's coming right at you, and you just fucking, hope they don't run into you. But nobody wants to run into you, just like you don't want to run into them. But he's got an actual motorcycle. He's got a lot more power and speed than me. I got a little scooter. Sometimes I'll go on the left and fucking start heading on towards oncoming traffic. But I'm going to make sure I got a big window ahead of me that I can fucking zip up there and zip back in. This particular time, I was like, nah, I ain't doing the head-on traffic bullshit. It's dark out. I'm like, nah, I don't want to, no. So I took the fucking right. I wasn't gonna do the initiation either. I was gonna take the initiative to just do it. I was like, fuck this. I'll wait for another fucking motorcycle or scooter, and I'll follow them. I'll let them break the path for me, break the trail for me, because, I'm not familiar with these fucking roads. And when you already got the fucking road filled with cars, and you try and start fucking sneaking around, going on the right or left, where in America you just don't do it. You just don't do it because it's illegal. You wait for somebody else. I do. I wait for somebody else because I don't know the fucking roads. So I'm just sitting behind traffic waiting, putting along, and here comes a fucking bike. I'm like, there's my opportunity. I fucking jump out, and we're cruising fucking, you only got, between the fucking car and the fucking curb that's that fucking deep or steep, you got, what do you got, 4 feet? 4 feet? Maybe? 4 feet? Maybe 3 foot? You ain't got much, guys. You ain't got much. You ain't got much at all. And sometimes when you go by signs and shit or cars, you're going like this and like this just so you don't fucking hit their mirrors or hit the fucking poles. I ain't shit you. It's that fucking tight around here, folks. So, anyway, a fucking scooter or bike, whatever, jumps out in front of me or goes right by me in the fucking, I call it the sneak lane, whatever you want to call it, the snake lane, fucking sneak lane. So I fucking jump out there and I follow him, and we're doing this shit and fucking, doing this shit over the fucking high spots and low spots of the road and avoiding shit and stopping when the cars get too close. You got to stop and, just, tap your horn and they'll fucking kind of get out of the way. And, it's just, it's the way it is here, folks. It's the way it is here, folks. So we get all the way fucking down to S&M. And so is what you got to do. You go to S&M, and then you go around the building, and you almost go around the building completely, and there's fucking parkade, right? So we're on a fucking sidewalk, driving on the cars were so crowded over, they were cutting our fucking little fucking path out. So that dude in front of me actually that dude in front of me, he stopped. And there's another guy that come up behind me. He fucking jumped on the sidewalk. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll go on the sidewalk, follow that guy. So I just fucking jumped the curb, fucking, you know, put my wheel up against it, boom, you know, and fucking took off. And we're cruising down the fucking sidewalk, and there's a fucking cop right there on his motorcycle. When we were about fucking, after we were on the sidewalk for 30, 40, 45 seconds, there's a cop right there looking at us. And he's just looking at us, and he don't give a fuck. We're driving down the fucking sidewalk, fucking people everywhere. We turn the corner on the fucking sidewalk, continue that. We're making some good time, dude. And all these fucking other motorcycles and fucking scooters are on the road, you know, and we're driving down the sidewalk, fuck it. Like we own the fucking thing. Ain't nobody give a fuck. And I thought, wow, this is a good idea, you know? But we made some good fucking time, fellas. Wow, that was fucking awesome. And then I couldn't remember where to fucking park at. And I'm like, God damn it. Because usually my brother-in-law, you know, I follow him in these parkade, in the parkade at S&M. You know, I've been there 100 times in a tricycle, but now I got a scooter. And I'm like, God damn it. And I remembered how to get there. And then the fucking cop, you know, they noticed I was foreign or whatever. And he's like, the cop's like, just do this. He's like, you know, kind of motioning me to navigate between these cars. And he stopped the fucking car so I could do it. And I says, hey, thanks a lot, man. No problem. I'm like, cool. So, but, no, that was good. But Jesus Christ, I just fucking rattled on for 22 minutes, folks. All right, but yeah, it's pretty interesting driving a fucking, driving a scooter here, folks. You gotta pay attention. You ain't got time to fucking, oh, look at that, or look at that. You know, you do that, you're going to get in an accident, or you're going to cause a fucking accident. You know, and I'm not exaggerating at all. I'm not. If you guys drive in America and you got fucking road rage, you couldn't handle it here. And I know I have some workmates in Panama that have really bad road rage. They wouldn't make it here. They couldn't handle it. You couldn't handle it. You couldn't handle it. And I keep telling them, why get so pissed? You get paid by the hour. Take your fucking time. Who gives a fuck? If that shit gets off fucking, you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The sun will come up the next day. Is what I tell my fellow coworkers. Fuck that getting in a hurry shit. You definitely can't get in a hurry here. And you don't have time to road rage. If you're gonna fucking explode over here while you're driving, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Ain't nobody gonna listen to you, number one. And you're just gonna make yourself fucking, you know, you can't do it. You can't do it here, folks. If you got road rage in America, don't even think about fucking driving in a country like this. You wouldn't survive. You can't have any road rage here. None. But anyway, fucker out.